All right, y'all, so we've knocked out everything, getting ready to get your house on the market, and now we're on the market.
All right.
So what do we got to do to make sure that we keep it looking good?
That's right. So this is also the part of the process that can be very stressful because now you're on the market and a showing could happen at any time, right? So this is where your agent's really going to need your help in order to make sure that we have successful showings. So whether you have 10 showings the first day or 0 showings the first day, it's imperative that every single day you make sure that the house is show ready. That means beds are made, dishes are put away, laundry's put away, toys are put away, because inevitably the day you don't do all those things are the day that everybody's going to want to come see the home.
And you got to make sure that if you like to cook a lot, you kind of keep those smells to a minimum if at all possible. Also animals, I've got them, I love them, but they're not the easiest things to do when showing. So make sure that you've got a plan of action for that as well, because you're exactly right. Sometimes it's a lot of showings, either in a little bit of time, or maybe it's a longer sales process, sales timeline where you live. So you've got to get in that habit, because the pictures have to meet what the actual client's going to see. And don't forget, smell is the #1 sense tied to buying. So if it's stinky, you got an uphill battle. So now that you're on the market, it's going to be a very anxious time. You need to make sure, I think too, that you have a good plan with your agent on how you're going to get the feedback. You want to know what people thought when they came through so you can improve, or just know if they're knuckleheads. But you want to know, like, when do we look at pricing again? How do we know if I'm overpriced and stuff like that?
Yeah. So I think it's important to have a clear understanding with your agent of how often you want to be updated, because everybody's different. But I think this is where the #1 rub that agents and their clients have, because they don't have a clear understanding up front of what's expected in terms of communication. So make sure you have a clear plan of how you want to be communicated to, how often you want to be communicated with, and what kind of information would be helpful for your agent to bring to you, so looking at that feedback and trying to figure out, what kind of objections you can or cannot overcome.
Yeah, and this probably should have been back with the interview process one too, but I mean, this is really, really important because it is a partnership and you need to have that feedback. And I've found that some frenemies of ours are a little timid to have a conversation when they have no news or nothing good to share, but you need to hear that too. So I think it, like Marilyn said, it's very, very important to have that open lines of communication.
So we do understand that this can be the most anxious part of the process, because everybody thinks internally, once everybody knows my house is on the market, everybody's going to want to buy it. And unfortunately, not every house sells the first day it's on the market. So hang in there, keep open lines of communication with your agent, and it will get sold.